mrs.balls chutney. mrs.balls chutney. No comments, please. Hello everybody, this is Pagoda 1. I'm Chantelle from South Africa.
John from America.
Walter from Australia.
And Sam from England.
So today we're doing something I think it's fun. And it's things we bring back from home when we go and visit our families in our countries. I bring back many things, but I just brought 2 examples today, and you guys also did. Except for this one person.
I ate and drank everything. Sorry, we'll put the picture up right here.
All right, but let's get started. Let's start with you, John.
With me? Okay, well, I actually have a few things that I like to bring, but to be a bit more simple and to be a bit more like the things that you might need, and then when you go back to your country, you might need to replace. I have 2 items that I absolutely need. I have them here with me, just a second. One of them is definitely deodorant. I know this is a stereotype, but some of us do need deodorant. Some of us do need deodorant.
Is it good?
Is that deodorant?
Is it bad?
It's one of my favorite deodorants. It is a natural deodorant. And I think that it's quite hard to find deodorant that fits me in Korea. So I have to bring this back. I think I have like 6 or 7 at home, probably expiring soon. I got the approval. Approved by Walter. The other thing I need, it's because the kind of pain medication is a bit weak, I think, for me in Korea. So I actually bring my own medicine.
I like the size of this.
Yes.
This is like a
I bring
decent amount
the
of
biggest
pills.
ones possible. So 2 things I can't live without is my pain medication. And that sounds so bad. So I'm always in pain and I'm always stinky. So
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, Walter, how about you?
I'm glad you asked, Chantelle. Because when I come back to Korea, I always have to bring Vegemite. Vegemite, when salt isn't enough. So
You sound like you're being sponsored.
yes, Vegemite is one of my favorite spreads for many people. It's very stereotypically Australian, but for me, I grew up on it. And yes, it is super salty. Many people hate it. I love
like
it.
it.
Yeah. I know that South Africa and England have their own versions.
it is salty. I've tried it once in my life.
Yeah.
You
Did you
actually
like
gave me
it?
some.
Oh, did I?
Well, I need to
really
try it the proper way, which is like what bread,
And
butter,
toast,
and
yes.
Toast.
I just tried it on like a cracker, and I think that wasn't be the
No,
best way to first
yes.
experience it.
No.
But I'm all up for
You
trying
need
again.
margarine or butter. That combination is perfect.
Margarine.
Wait.
Yes.
Do you mix it with butter?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
you got to do it
have
with butter.
to,
Otherwise,
yes.
it seems a bit like maybe the bread's a bit dry. And Vegemite is so popular in Australia that Vegemite is actually made on a street called Vegemite.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That's
I just
awesome.
figured that out right now.
Oh, nice.
One
In
Vegemite way.
One Vegemite
One
way.
Vegemite, one Vegemite way in
Remember-
Melbourne.
yeah.
So whereas John brings deodorant for his armpits
You bring Vegemite for yours.
and drugs, I bring this for my armpits and and for
I'm
my
not going to sniff Walter. All right. What
Oh,
about
me?
you?
Yeah, what
In
did
my-
you
Item-
bring?
item-
In my big
Wow.
bag of nothing. Picture here, please. For me, it's simple PG tips. You know, the most simple kind of, I want to say, what's it, the most consumed tea bags in England. It's just PG tips. They're very simple. You find them in all the supermarkets. I used all of mine, so and I threw the box away in the rubbish. So I do apologise.
Like normal people would do.
Okay, no, yes.
I do not use PG tips for deodorant.
Although you can.
What makes PG tips stand out from the other consumed?
To be honest, they're just so cheap.
What a great way to sell PG
It's
tips.
just, you know
It's
what,
so
they're
cheap.
great. They're great. For me, I just grew up on them. I think the other families in England kind of grew up on other tea bags.
Okay, my turn.
Yes. I'm
Um,
excited.
I literally bring a whole suitcase of things. I have 2 suitcases, one for my clothes and one for things I'm bringing.
Do you really? Oh my god.
All those meat
And
salads.
it's usually a big fight and a lot of stress with my mom trying to help me fit everything in.
Oh, really?
So what happened last time, I couldn't fit everything in and I had to leave behind all my summer clothes and my mom had to post the summer clothes because I didn't have enough space.
Priorities.
Priorities of food.
Priorities. Not just food, like things in general. I also bring my roll-on, the same as you. I have a favorite brand and I can't buy it in Korea. Okay, first things first.
A bottle cap. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's an ointment, zambak.
Zambak.
Yes.
Is
So
it a
it's
medical
green.
ointment?
Yes, and you can smell it.
Oh, it's Vicks Vapor Rub.
No, it's not. It's
I see the
totally
same
different.
thing. Yeah.
It is absolutely not Vicks.
You can put this under your armpits.
Yeah. Try it.
Oh, can I get a...
Please don't try that
Can I
at
get a whiff
home.
of that?
Yeah.
That's Vicks. It's Vicks.
No, Vicks,
It's not Vicks.
Vicks
It's
smells
not
better.
Vicks.
In my
Okay.
opinion, Vicks smells better.
And
In my
it's-
opinion.
Vicks is
This smells
stronger.
a bit... Yeah, this
This
is
is
a bit
more
weaker.
herbal.
Ah, okay.
So
That's
it's
what the
kind of
green-
like a herbal type of thing. It's an ointment. I use it for lip balm at night before I go to
Oh,
bed.
lip balm. Okay.
But people put it on like if they burnt themselves. Like my mom would always joke and like if something's wrong, she would just say put zambak on it. Alright. It's actually quite big. This is just a smaller one. It's easy to carry around. Zambak is it's quite popular in South Africa. And I always have a tub, whatever. And then the next one is mrs.balls chutney. Mrs.balls chutney. No comments, please. no naughty thoughts.
What else does Mrs. Balls make?
Yeah. I'd like to know what mrs.balls is saying.
What's her main business?
Kids.
But it's chutney, and we
Agent.
put this on all kinds of things. I like to have a bottle of this. Not yet, because otherwise it expires too quickly. This is a brand new one.
Okay.
But actually, you can open it.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you
can
sure?
smell it. I'll make some dishes. Just open it.
I really want
It
to...
smells good, hey?
It smells like good chutney.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Hey!
No.
Hey! Give me some of this balls, Jack!
Precious in Korea, but it smells good.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah.
So we eat it with all kinds of things, and like we have a special dish called bobotie, South African dish, and this is like perfect with bobotie and some curries. And my mom makes like a chutney chicken dish that I like to make. It's quite easy. So yes, this is like South Africans in Korea are always like, wow, we need chutney. So yeah, I actually bought this from another South African here. She had extra and she was selling
She's like,
it
hey, you want some of that chutney?
under the table. Like,
I got some Mrs. Balls.
You got in that Miss Balls.
You got that, Miss Balls?
I feel you are not respecting Mrs. Balls right
Yeah,
now.
we're sorry.
Sorry,
We're
Miss
sorry.
Balls.
Sorry, Mrs. Balls.
Mrs. Balls.
Mrs. Balls. Mrs. Balls.
These are 2 that I brought along. I usually have many other things like snacks, and I bring tea as well. I didn't think of bringing my tea because Sam might take it.
Yeah, I would steal that.
Let's not.
How'd
But
you take?
yes, these are my 2 items.
If I were to ask a question to each of you, if you were to pick one item that you can bring home from Korea,
2 things, but it's a paste: gochujang and samjang.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, the flavors are totally different. You use it
Yeah.
for different things, but it's both like a paste substance. And I take it home every time because my best friend likes the samjang, and my brother likes the gochujang. So
what do you eat with? Like,
Just
he
spoonful.
mixes like the red pepper paste, the gochujang with like meat or rice or whatever, and when he makes noodles, the Korean noodles, ramen, and I don't know how my friend eats the samjang.
I'm gonna have to like I haven't permanently gone back, and I really didn't need anything from my trip back home because it was like 10 days, real short. But I know when I got back, the first thing I missed was food. I love the food in Korea.
Same.
So I'm gonna say if I ever went somewhere for a while, I would bring back some basic needed ingredients that
Yeah.
are hard to find
Yeah.
in another place. For example, like janjang, the gochujang, samjang, those types of things are hard to find or
Yeah.
expensive.
Although I've seen a lot, especially on YouTube these days, foreign countries using Korean gochujang and doenjang in a lot of their cooking as experimental things these days.
yeah.
So I think it's becoming more easily accessible for foreign
true.
markets to export now. So I was trying to think, because I know everyone is thinking food, and I was just trying to think of things that weren't related to food, but realistically, or just anything.
No, really.
Realistically?
If you were
Yes.
to,
Because I got an unrealistic one, which is the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
So you're just like, I would love to bring home.
is it that bad?
It's horrible.
Australia's
not
I
good.
I think South Africa might top you.
Oh, yeah.
delivery service.
Yeah.
Coupang.
Oh god, coupon queen coming out.
I guess like my friends always like it when I send Maxim to them.
Maxim?
Oh no, but that's like the worst coffee ever.
Well, it's not really coffee. It's kind of just like,
It's like
on the go
dishwater.
coffee kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's dishwater.
But like I know that a lot of my Australian friends actually really enjoy Maxim, so I'd probably take that back if anything.
Amazing.
Then for me,
Yeah.
there's two things that I have brought back to England. One was Korean tea, but the other one I'm gonna do like the
You're typically British.
yeah.
Okay, wait, first stop at the tea.
Yeah.
Which one?
It was actually
the green tea?
It was it was green tea.
Oh, okay. My
Yeah.
mom also, I take
My
it
mum
home
loves
for my
green
mom.
tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mum loves green tea.
I buy a big box of the green tea
Yeah,
and take
exactly.
home. Yeah.
But if I had to just choose, just soju, because
Yeah.
so many of my friends are curious.
Yeah.
It's
I
just a
agree.
curiosity thing.
That's
Like
true.
I agree.
this cheap, typical alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, Japan has sake.
Yeah.
You know, Russia has vodka, but that's so easily accessible. But soju is kind of unique. Like not
Yeah.
many people know about it until
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of friends who are like really curious about it, and then they try something.
Yeah. Well, you have to try it with Korean barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah, or mix it with
barbecue.
beer. Need some.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. I brought some home for my
Soju
brothers. Bought some for my parents while I was there at a
I
store.
got it for my dad, but he didn't like it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Soju. Yeah.
So you drink the rest. You're like, thanks.
I
Okay.
gave it to my brother. So if you guys have anything from your own, countries that you can't live without, leave a comment. Educate us.
Yes, please.
I'm always curious about things like that. And then that's it for today. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to
Like.
Comment.
and subscribe.
thank you.
Bye bye.